Connecting you in high definition. This is KEZI 9 News at 5.
An invasion of privacy case turned even more disturbing today during the suspect's arraignment in Springfield Municipal Court. Good evening. I'm Brian Richardson.
And I'm Brandy Smith. Dana Bishop appeared before a judge for the first time after allegedly videotaping his 10-year-old neighbor for about a year. KEZI 9 News reporter Lauren Michler was at the hearing. She's live now with our top story at 5. Lauren?
Bishop was arrested, released, and rearrested after neighbors reported him for videotaping their 10-year-old daughter. Today, a judge decided to keep him in jail for 10 days with no bail, and while he reviewed a troubling letter presented in court today. The victim's family lined the first 2 rows of the courtroom, and Dana Bishop appeared for his arraignment via video, the same way he allegedly violated the privacy of his 10-year-old neighbor and her family.
It was really hard for my husband and I to be sitting in there and see him for the first time since this happened. But
Bishop didn't speak more than a sentence while lawyers presented their cases to Judge James Strickland. A big chunk of the prosecution's case came in the form of a letter that Bishop allegedly wrote to the victim.
It is multiple pages and leaves the city with significant concern for the safety of the 9-year-old daughter in this case, the mother and the father.
there was a lot of disturbing and vile things said directed towards a 9 or 10-year-old, and they're not things that anyone would want to hear said to your kid.
The letter was not read aloud, but looked over by the defense and then passed on to the judge, who read highlighted parts that he said were enough to bother him.
I just read the yellow parts, and that is, upsets me, makes my crystal ball say, don't release.
I'm glad the judge saw it, and I think it would have had a huge impact on the decision he made today.
Strickland's decision to keep Bishop in jail with no option for bail for the next 10 days. A small consolation for the victim's parents, who say they're just hoping for any relief from this nightmare.
My kids are sleeping in the living room because they're afraid to go in their room, and it doesn't feel like a safe house anymore.
So far, detectives say that they haven't been able to find any physical pictures or video that have been actual evidence of Bishop spying. They say that's probably because he worked as a computer programmer, which is why they think he was able to wipe his computer as clean as they've found it. But the investigation is still ongoing, but they say if they do not find any physical evidence, that he will likely only spend up to about a year in jail, and that's part of the law that the victim's family is trying to change. Live in Springfield, Lauren Michler, KEZI 9 News.